Hey YouTube, how the heck you doing? I'm going to try something a little different this time with my vlogs. But don't worry if you subscribe for my other antics that I do with drones and PCs and iPads and whatever. Those will still be coming forth. But I want to try something a little different now. This being November 1st is also NANOWRIMO. And for those that clicked on the link, you know what it is. For those that don't, it is National Novel Writing Month. And for many years I've been moseying around and playing around with writing short stories and stuff. And I've always wanted to do this challenge. So I am going to do this challenge this year, 2017. Every day I'm going to post a short little video to get myself going, to get you going hopefully, and hopefully we can work off each other through the comments and whatever, to get our novels finished for this month and this year. Or at least pretty much finished where we can work with it and go beyond that. I'm going to be using my PC here, my iMac. Actually it's the MacBook Pro over there hooked up to my Thunderbolt display. I'm going to be using a program called Scrivener. I've used it for quite a while now. Pretty basic use that I do on it. I don't really know a lot of the delving into. I'm just going to show you what I do basically in the program, and I'm also going to try to learn as I go along this month so I can help expand my knowledge of this program and also help you get through some things that you may have questions about. If you have some tips or anything for me, please leave them in the comments. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and jump right into the Scrivener program. And I'm going to set up my first novel, or not first novel, but the novel I'm going to do for this month for NaNoWRIMO. Let's start. Alright, the first time I go ahead and click on Scrivener to open it up, it's going to ask you what kind of project you want to start on. They have Getting Started at the top for the interactive tutorials, the Scrivener user manual, and the video tutorials out on YouTube there. You can check those out. Also, I've done a few of those, but typically I just jump right into my fiction area here, and they give you three choices there also: novel with parts, and short story, and with the little synopsis down here of what those do. This tells me this first one is for self-published paperback novels or exporting as an ebook, and that's what I plan to do with this little guy project I'm working on. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up. I'm going to call it NaNoWRIMO 2017 and create it in my documents. I'm going to replace it because I was playing around with this earlier. That's going to go ahead and open up. I'm going to go ahead and expand this window. And what they tell you at the top here, the binder is what contains all the elements of your project, whether it be short story, screenwriting script, or whatever. And then under the binder there it says novel format, and they tell you a little about this template and how to use it, how to compile it and such. But I typically just jump right into my little chapter there, and under chapters you can set up your different scenes. Typically if you do a right click on there, you can do a new folder, and that would be your scenes. But I'm going to just go ahead and go into scenes here, and that's your first page where you would start writing something in there. The Quick Brown Fox, that's always a good novel to start off with. And on top of that, on top of your projects, if I go up to projects, this is what I typically do. And I'll delve into this here and there beyond this today. I just want to show you a quick setup that I do. I'll do show project targets, and that gives you that little window here because I want to set targets for what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and go into options. I'm going to set a deadline for the end of the month. (2017). I don't want to reset it at midnight because I don't know when I'll be working, what time I'll be working through the day. So I'm going to set it for when I close the project for that session. And I'm not going to calculate any of these other things as count text anywhere, which would be creating your characters and stuff. I don't want to count that as written text counted in my overall project. Allow negatives, that's when you're deleting. I'm going to try to just keep writing through and not deleting a lot of things, and because this is just the first draft basically, so I'm not going to allow negatives. And I want to show the target notifications, so I'm going to click OK on that, and then I'm going to set my word count. As I go into edit, I'm going to set for typical manuscript is 60,000 to 100,000 and up. I'm going to set mine for 60,000 just to give me a little leeway, and then I'm going to go down to my session target, which is what every day I will try to hit. That leaves me about 2,000 words a day that I got to hit. I will hit the apply, and I'm going to go ahead and move this out to the side here, and it's already counted the 4 words that I wrote, quick brown fox faux, and I'm going to have to delete those. It's taking those back down, but it's not going to count that in my overall total. So that is my typical setup. I'm going to be working on my characters today. They have a little add option up here, so I'm going to add my character sketch. I'll give my character a name, role in the story, occupation, physical description, kind of little things that you'll want to have and know about your character before you go ahead and start it off. But I'm going to go ahead and be working on those today, and then within a few minutes or however long it takes to do the first few characters, I'm going to jump into my story and we'll go on from there. But in the meantime, like I said, this is my typical vlog that I do, but those will be coming also. Don't worry about that. So I will be continuing those throughout the month also. But this is my everyday challenge to myself and hopefully to you to keep going on NaNoWRIMO and finish your novel, finish your project of whatever writing project you're doing. Hopefully we can push each other. You'll push me to reach my 2,000 words every day, and I'll push you to reach your goals, and we'll see what we can do by the end of the month. I'll be delving into Scrivener a little bit longer and a little more in-depth as I go along. As I write day to day, I'm going to try to learn a little bit more about it and hopefully bring that to you and vice versa. But in the meantime, have a good day writing, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.